Here we go, hips and knees performance 102. We're gonna take you back to that 90-90 position that was in 101, and we're going to expand on it a little bit. So what you're gonna do in this position, they got set up perfectly, awesome. You can check yourself with your arm, whatever, they look good. We're going to actively lean over that front knee. So you can kind of have your hands out in front of you, you're gonna lean directly towards me, and as you do that, think about pulling your belly button forward while pushing your hips back. You should feel you feel a nice stretch? Yep. Okay, yeah. You might cramp a little bit. You might get some cramping in your outside leg, maybe in the back of your hip or your glutes, but you're floating your belly button over your knee and you're pulling your hips back behind you, and we're actively doing this. As we do that, we're also driving our ankle into the ground, driving that front shin or that front leg into the ground. So we're gonna hold this position, floating the belly button, pulling the hips back. This only works if you're active. If you're just plopped over your knee, hanging out here, you're not gonna get any benefit out of this. So show some tension, show control. Be in a good proper position, float the belly button, pull the hip. Now keeping that, maintaining that, or thinking about those points, I just want you to walk your fingertips over and go over your foot now, and just kind of go middle of your body. So just walk this way. Yep, lateral, there you go. And now we're floating middle. It's gonna feel a little sticky, probably not as good. Thinking about the same thing, pushing belly button forward, pulling hips back. So now they're kind of over the middle of their body or over the foot of their front leg, holding that. All right, you can sit up out of that. You're gonna completely twist and rotate to facing your outside leg. And you're not gonna go very far, but you're gonna float this way now. And just kind of lean over that leg. You might move an inch, that's fine, all right? Push your belly button forward and pull your hips back. We're opening up our hips. We're keeping tension while doing that. And we're kind of teaching our body to show control in different ranges of motion. Keep holding that. Keep thinking about driving that front leg into the floor. There we go. Keep active, keep active. 3, 2, 1. And let's flip. Switch the knees, switch the legs. All right, another caveat I want to add to this. Try to keep good posture as we do it. The first one, we kind of hunched over to reach a little bit. It's not terrible, but let's stay up as tall as we can, nice and tall throughout the whole thing. So checking yourself, good. She's making sure she's 90, looks great. All right, front knee. Float over, stay tall. You can use the ground, but have a good posture, straight back. Float the belly button, pull the hips. Here we go. So as we do this, again, you got to create the tension within your body. Driving that front leg into the ground, floating the belly button, staying tall, pulling hips behind you. It's almost like you're trying to separate and spread yourself out. You'll feel a lot of stretch through the glutes and the hips as we do this. Keep holding here, driving that front leg through the floor. 3, 2, 1. Walk the hands over, go over the foot, same thing. Try to still keep that nice tall chest, don't round over too much. Push the belly button, pull the hips back or tailbone back behind you. Spread your body out as you lean over that foot. Another 10 seconds here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And last one, over that side leg. Don't forget about that front leg. Keep driving through the floor with the front leg. Excellent job. Float the belly button, pull the hips, maintain tension, feel your abs on. Embrace that stretch. Three, 2, 1, and relax. All right, good work. We're gonna pop into a quadruped position now, or a position of being on all fours. And we're gonna do a little hip circuit where I'm here. I'm going to make sure that I'm driving through my shoulders and pulling them down, shoulders away from ears. I'm gonna pick my hip up and kick it out to the side, extend my leg, bring it back, and kick it in. Up, extend, pull it back, and bring it in. And we're gonna go through motions of that on each side. All right, so get set up, ladies. So you're kind of pushing against the floor and also pulling your shoulder blades down and away from your ears. Perfect. All right, head neutral, looking down at the ground. Keep your knee bent just how it is and just kick your hip to the side. Oh, I did, oh yeah. We gotta work on that. All right, extend your legs straight. You might hit the floor, that's okay. We're trying to be complete. Can you bring your leg up more so it's more lateral? There you go, good. Now from there, swing it around so it's back behind you. Turn the foot in and bend knee, come through. Go back through. Fire hydrant out to the side and straighten come around the back. Try to keep it as low as possible. So not as low as possible, just even with your body. All right, you're good. Kick it out, straighten, pull around, keep it in line and in. Good. So as you notice, as you go through this, your hip has to rotate a little bit. So I'm rotating out and then I kick out to the side, so my toes are facing forward. I come back, I have to turn my toes down and then pull that knee in. You ladies can switch to the other side now. So think about that rotation and go slow through this, all right? Nice and slow. Kick out, pull back, turn in, and pull in. Kick out, pause. There, come around, toe down, and in. Let's go a half speed slower. Yep, go ahead and straighten. Hold there, pull back, turn toe down, and then pull in. That's it. Good. Keep going. So we're just rotating through these. There you go. Good way to fight. So ideally, at the minimum, we just don't want that toe to touch the ground. So we just want to keep that leg elevated off the ground. One more on that side, ladies. And through doing that, we're getting some iso stability of the hip. Good. All right. You can spin around, sit down on your butts, and lay down. Let's face your feet that way. Perfect. All right. So I want you to bend your knees up and get your ankles super close to your butt, as tight as you can. Good. Lay on back. From here, pin your knees together. Yep, you're good. Pin your knees together, and we're going to use our hands to push against the ground, and we're going to squeeze our butt up to the ceiling, pelvis to the ceiling. So it's a glute bridge, but knees need to remain in contact. Oh, there we go. Yeah, and back down. So if you have a towel or something to pin between your knees, do that. That's going to be super helpful. Otherwise, you got to do honor system, but I would probably grab something just to have that feedback. You can scoot this way a little bit more, just so you're, yeah, perfect. There we go. All right, so here we go. We're gonna go through reps of this. Go ahead and squeeze up and hold and down. Keep those knees together the whole time, okay? And up, hold, down. While you're doing this, you wanna be as flat as you can with your abs and keep your abs nice and tight as you bridge up. And up, down. Good. And up, down, and up, down. Remember, keep those knees together. Don't let them separate. Two more. Up, down. Last one. Up. Squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it. Down. Good. All right, relax for a second. So next, we're gonna go normal distance. So we're gonna move the feet away from the body a little bit and go a little bit wider. Knees do not have to touch. And in this, we're gonna hold a glute bridge, and then we're going to lift one leg and then lift the other leg. Keep your knees in line. I don't want you to lift the leg super high. Keep your knees in line with each other as you lift that leg. So go ahead and bridge up, ladies. Okay, so you're holding there. You're gonna kind of have to lean to one side a little bit or squeeze the opposite butt cheek and then straighten that opposite leg. Just pick a leg and straighten it and hold and then come back down. And that's it. And now go other side. And hold and back down. Try to keep the hips as high as possible when you do this. Try not to let them drop as you alternate the legs. Go ahead. And down, switch. And holding and down, switch. And holding, down, and switch, holding, and relax. These are really tiring, all right? We kind of saw two different variations here. She kept her hips up the whole time. She dropped her hips every rep. Totally fine by me. Ideally, we'd want to keep the hips up for the entirety of the movement, but that takes some stamina and takes some control, and this takes some time to get used to. So whatever you need to do, I care more about your knees staying even and you're not going crazy high with your legs. From here, you can scoot down just a little bit. There you go. You can stay where you are. Move your feet out from you so they feel kind of far away. Not wide, but distance from you. Move them. Yeah, there you go. So feet are just out from you a little bit. And we're gonna do some same thing in this position, and this is gonna work more of the kind of the hamstrings, all right? So go ahead and bridge up, all right? Your hamstrings are gonna light up, so get ready. You might get some cramping. Lift the leg just a little bit. There we go, and down. Good, keep the hips up the whole time if you can. And opposite leg, go. And down. Opposite leg, go. And down. Opposite leg, go. and down. Opposite leg. Down, last one, opposite leg. And down. How's that feel?
Fun.
Real fun, very good. All right, so those were our 3 different glute bridge variations. So it was narrow, normal, and then far away. This concludes our hips and knees 102.